Previously on USAnts. We had our September update with our colonies. Demeter's colony had a boom in population, and we even got to see some majors. We fed them various seeds to see which they like best. Turns out they like seeds like wheat and sunflower, so I've been giving them more of those. We also checked in on Harvestor, but there wasn't much visible change. This is common as Camponotus Pennsylvanicus colonies grow slower than Messor Barbarus. In the future, I'd like to get my hands on a Tetramorium queen because I've heard they grow really fast. Who knows, next year you might see a new colony on the channel. Now you guys have shown me so much love this year, and I want to continue to provide great content for you. That reminds me, we hit 55 subs. It's a small milestone, but it makes me happy that we can share these moments together. Okay, you guys ready? I'm ready. Let's get started on today's video. Welcome back, USAnts fans. Today is a very special day. It's the Season 1 finale. I say this because it'll be the last video I do until the spring. That's because it's getting cold outside and it's time to hibernate our ants. I know some of you are out there right now scratching your heads and asking yourself, ants hibernate? Yep, they sure do if you live in temperate regions like I do. You'd be hard pressed to find the ants outside in Missouri in the winter, but you might find that they moved into your home. You see, ants, like all insects, are cold-blooded. This means that they can't regulate their body temperature internally, and their environment's temperature determines how active they can be. When it's warm, their metabolism speeds up and they move more and grow faster. But when it's cold, they slow down and even sleep for months. When our bodies get cold, our muscles actually move more. We shiver to try to warm up. Now our ants are indoor ants and aren't affected by the temperature outside, so we'll have to improvise and simulate the winter months. I wonder what's under this towel. What is this contraption? It's a box. It has a cool looking mirror door. Oh, it lights up. That's a surprise. It looks like it opens. Oh, it's a refrigerator. Yup, this is how we're going to simulate the winter months. This fridge is going to keep the temperature around 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 5 degrees Celsius for my non-American fans. This will be their resting spot from mid-November to about late February or early March when we wake them up. Doesn't it look cozy? Well, it would if you were cold-blooded. I bought this from my local Walmart for about $30. It's supposed to be for makeup, hence the light, but I figured it could be repurposed for our own means. Let's do a checkup on the ants before we commit them to the deep dark cold for the season finale. Hi, Harvestor. They still haven't switched tubes yet. I guess they really like the dry tube they're in. I'm not gonna force them to move. Instead, I'm gonna add a wet cotton ball to the end of their tube. Because the temperature's so cold, it won't dry out fast, but I'll still re-wet it every week. I'm doing this because even though they're going to be hibernating, it doesn't mean they won't wake up for some water, and the current placement of water is simply too far away from my liking, and I don't expect them to move that far while it's so cold. And if you're thinking about food, don't worry, they won't be. Ants don't require food during this time, so our mealworms are safe for a few months. Here's Demeter. Her colony's looking bigger every week. Man, I'm so proud of her and her progress. I imagine they'll need to be moved into a bigger setup next year. Stay tuned for that in Season 2. Now these girls have water, and as I mentioned, the water won't run out nearly as fast as when it's warm, so they should be okay with the levels they have now, but I'm still going to add a wet cotton ball just in case. Now you may be wondering, since you see larvae being carried around, what's going to happen to them when it gets cold. Well, the answer is the same as with the rest of our ladies. Their metabolism will slow down too, and they won't grow until it's warm and the ants start feeding them again. This goes for the eggs too. They simply become dormant and will reactivate once it's warm again. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Since our ants are indoors in the warmth of my house, can't they just work throughout the winter and continue to grow? Well, the short answer is yes, but the healthy answer is no. I could let them continue to work and grow all winter long, but imagine if your only job was to give birth continuously. You want a break too, right? This break will give our queens time to recharge for the next year, and it'll help prolong their lives so they can continue to produce eggs well into the future. You may not know this, but queen ants can live for decades if properly taken care of. And I don't know about you, but I'd like to continue to see both Demeter and Hephaestus stick around. I've grown rather close to them over this last year. It's crazy to think this all started because of COVID. Yep, I downloaded an ant simulator on my phone to try to stay occupied and ended up getting real ants because of it. What wacky hobbies did you pick up because of COVID? Let me know down in the comment section. Man, I'm gonna miss these girls, and I know you will too. I'm also gonna miss you. I feel like we all grew really close this year. Not just me and the ants, but all of us. Through the power of the internet, you guys helped me take care of the colonies too. It really is a small world, and I'm glad to be in it if it means I get to share it with creatures like our ants and all of you. Well, I hope you enjoyed putting our ants to rest for the winter and all of Season 1. I'll be sure to keep you posted with any new info that I get next season. As always, if you have any tips or just want to chat, leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you like what you saw today, go ahead and hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, feel free to do so you can get notified of future videos. And be sure to watch my other Season 1 videos so you can get caught up with the USAnts family. Until next year, USAnts, same ant channel, same ant love.